How is it that I get to go here, to UVA? How did I get lucky enough to spend a semester full of Monday afternoons strolling down McCormick Road with a box of dumplings in one hand and my iPhone 5 in the other, Culbreth Theater bound, ready to learn? What about the kids that aren't so lucky, the ones without dumplings and cell phones and an education right at their fingertips? It was questions like these and the knowledge that over 1.1 billion people in the world live on less than $1 a day that prompted Claremont College students, Chris Temple and Zach Ingrassi, to challenge themselves to 8 weeks of extreme poverty. The pair traveled with two of their friends and cameramen, Sean and Ryan, to Peña Blanca, a rural village in Guatemala, to learn and shoot a documentary on what it's like living on next to nothing. They lived on $1 each a day, a slim budget used to cover everything from food to soap to repaying a loan they'd taken out from a local bank to grow radishes. Zach and I study international development in school, but there are some things that a textbook just can't answer, said Temple. The filmmakers befriended many of their neighbors in Peña Blanca, despite a difficult language barrier. Most of the people spoke only in a Mayan dialect called Caquichel. A 12-year-old boy, Chino, took on an immediate fondness for the Americans. Ingrassi was particularly struck by Chino's eagerness to learn and speak Spanish and English. He was clearly a smart kid, not short of ambition, but coming from a family that was short on funds. Chino's parents could not afford to send him to school, said Ingrassi. At 12 years old, Chino had accepted the fate that he was going to be a farmer. In a similar boat was Rosa Coj Bosel, whose parents pulled her from school in the 6th grade, shattering her dreams of becoming a nurse. In the documentary, we see Rosa making the best of the cards she was dealt, taking out a loan to start her own weaving business, and saving money to finance her high school and medical school educations. The filmmakers faced 2 months of living with brutal poverty, but the reality for people of Peña Blanca is a lifetime of it. They survive and they get by, but their circumstances are the definition of socially unjust. Here's a short trailer of the documentary.
Filming.
I've read about poverty my whole life in media, in school.
Sweating like crazy.
I think you're sweating because of the heat or your nerves?
I'm nervous.
What is it really like to live every day and only having $1 to spend?
¿Cuánto cuesta este?
We have water.
Hey, we have a water source.
It takes like 5 hours to cook beans and they're still very hard, so that sucks.
Estábamos pobres y seguimos siendo pobres.
3,600 calories split amongst 4 people is not good enough for our daily value.
We all have these pulgas.
I can't sleep another night like this. It's not due to laziness that someone is poor. It's not due to a lack of ambition or a lack of intelligence.
It's because they lack things that we take advantage of every day.
There is no going back now.
Let's get out.
That was highly illegal.
¿Por qué quieres aprender español?
Puede encontrar un trabajo.
Seems like this happens like once a day.
This life is incredibly hard.
What can I do?
Each individual can affect and help a single other individual. We can change the world.
Since the documentary's release, Chris and Ryan have raised over $180,000 in donations to help improve quality of life in Peña Blanca. They have also launched Living on One, a nonprofit production and social impact studio that uses immersive storytelling to create films that inspire action around pressing global issues. If each individual can affect and help another individual, says Chris, then we can change the world. Not everyone is fortunate enough to get to walk down McCormick Road each morning. And that's exactly why those of us who are should be putting our heads together and figuring out how to end poverty, how to end social injustice.